If you've been hit with the layoff before retirement, you can still execute your ideal retirement timing, but you gotta do it right, because even one small error and you could be set back years. As a financial advisor for over 20 years now, I've helped many people ease into retirement from an unexpected or voluntary layoff. So in this video, I'm gonna educate you on how to retire even if you've been laid off and turn your lemons into lemonade. I like to call this the 4-step layoff to retirement action plan. And it starts with this. The first thing you need to do is assess your situation by reviewing how much money you have and how much money you need to spend in order to live your ideal lifestyle in retirement. What I mean by this is take an assessment of all your investment accounts, your IRAs, your 401ks, Roth IRAs, brokerage accounts, everything you have. And by how much you need to spend, I'm talking take some time to make a detailed monthly budget. And once you've done both of these steps, I can now coach you through the plan. But before I do, if you want to learn how to maximize your money, we'll teach you right here, so subscribe. Now on to the action plan. Number 1, make sure to roll your old 401k over to a traditional IRA. The biggest reason for this is you'll get better investment options, more asset classes to choose from in order to build a robust investment portfolio. And all of this is typically at a much lower cost than the bloated investment options found inside of your old 401k. That being said, there's a major exception to this rule, and that is if you're between the age of 55 and 59 and a half, there's a little known rule that I want to make you aware of. Normally, if you take money out of your 401k or your IRA before the age of 59 and a half, there's a 10% penalty associated with doing this. However, if you're 55 years of age and you have money in your last employer-sponsored 401k plan, you're not subjected to the 10% penalty for an early distribution anymore. This would be an example of when you do not want to roll over your most recent 401k. Instead, leave it right there and take distributions from it penalty-free. Do this until you turn 59 and a half, then roll it over and get better investment options at lower cost without the 10% penalty on early distributions. Number 2, next, create an action plan to detail which accounts you'll take money from first through last. Typically, I recommend spending your cash down first, but not all of it. Keep a little buffer in cash to help you weather the storms in retirement. I like to see people take money out of their accounts in this order. Taxable accounts first, then traditional IRA, then save the Roth for last so you get the longest time to compound your wealth in the tax-free bucket. But all of this was thrown on its head with the passage of the Secure Act in 2019. Now that the 10-year rule is in play on IRAs, this is the least attractive bucket to pass on to your kids. A better strategy is to take advantage of this lower tax bracket that we're in today and do Roth conversions. Folks, your taxes are on sale. The current tax rates are as low as we've seen in decades. I don't know about you, but it's clear to me that taxes have only one way to go, and that's up. How else are they going to pay for the mounting national deficit? So take this opportunity that you've been given and do Roth conversions at these historically lower tax rates. By taking proactive steps like this today, you might be saving yourself hundreds of thousands of dollars in taxes over the rest of your life. Number 3, let's talk about that free money in the form of your Social Security benefit. Take it at 62, done. Kidding. When you plan on taking your benefit is a very personal decision. So let's unpack how and when you're going to pull that trigger and take your benefit. Just because you retire early doesn't mean you must take your Social Security benefit early. Regardless of when you stop working, you can still delay your Social Security benefit all the way up until the age of 70. So you can take it as early as 62, and everyone's going to probably push you to do that. There's a lot of benefit in delaying. The first benefit is that every year that you delay, that benefit is growing at 8% per year, every year, all the way up until 70. There is no investment on the planet that I or anyone can give you that's going to guarantee 8% growth like that. Delaying your benefit allows you to do larger Roth conversions in the first few years of retirement. And since Social Security is taxable at the federal level and in most states, taking your benefit early results in a larger tax bill, meaning you can convert less. Think of it like this. For your whole working life, the government's been robbing you in the form of taxes. Now it's time for some revenge. By utilizing a strategy that delays your Social Security, and implements Roth conversions, you're pulling a legal heist on Uncle Sam. Clearly, this can be quite complex with a lot of variables factoring in. You need a coordinated strategy around your Social Security timing. There's a lot of things at play, and you need to think this out clearly. So don't just take the blanket advice to grab your benefit at 62, because no one knows your specific goals, your plans, or your situation. A Social Security timing strategy has to be personalized. If you don't have one, give us a call if you want help in creating a strategy. Number 4, when you do your budget, you'll find that this one will probably be your biggest expense, and that's health insurance. This is one of the main reasons why people don't retire early. Why? Because you're not eligible for Medicare until age 65. If you're laid off before the age of 65, you're going to need to figure out what to do about your health insurance. And if you are receiving health insurance from your last employer, you can go on COBRA, and this will give you about 18 months of coverage under the same health insurance plan. The downside to COBRA is that it's expensive. COBRA isn't your only option though. I encourage you to shop around the private marketplace as well as the public marketplace, as there's some decent options out there these days. No matter what you end up paying, make sure that you have a line item in your expenses for your health care and make sure that that's factored into your financial plan. Those are your 4 steps. I didn't say they'd be easy, but that's what you need to do. So while it's possible to go from layoff to retirement, you're gonna need a plan. And that's where I come in. At Seaside, we help people transition into retirement and stay comfortably retired. If you'd like to talk through any of these steps or all of them, we're here for you. We love answering the retirement questions, both big and small. You can schedule a meeting with us using the link below. Or if you're near me in Carlsbad, Encinitas, or Oceanside, stop on by the office. I'd love to see you in person and have a cup of coffee. And there's no stress or pressure about this. We're just here to help you. We'd love to help you. Also, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel and share this with anybody who you think can benefit from it. Word of mouth is really helping the channel grow. See you soon.